Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
With no delaying for what you saying, yo. Said it with my 9 million with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, I be wild in the studio. You don't wanna vibe, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no delaying for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see, that's what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the count.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back, welcome back. It's your girl, Diva Divine. How's everybody doing out there? It's Thursday. And R. Kelly's asking, well, not R. Kelly, but Daryl McDavid, shall I say. He's asking to visit R. Kelly. Dun, 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 dun. And I wonder why. I wonder. I got a theory about that. So how's everybody doing? Who we got in the building? We got Purple. What's up, my love? Hey, I am Queen. What's up, lady? Shorty Rara. What's up, Shorty? Les Smith. What's up? Yeah, I really wish what R. Kelly would just go service time and people would stop complaining. Just let the man do his damn time. Who else we got in the building here? Aisha. What's up, Aisha? I thought those so-called sisters was already visiting him. Yeah, well, I gather they're visiting him, but Daryl McDavid wants to visit him too. What's good with it, baby? What's good? So, Daryl McDavid is crying. He's crying for R. Kelly. He misses R. Kelly. He wants to see R. Kelly. And I honestly think he wants to see R. Kelly for a reason, And I think it's because, wait, where am I? Okay, here we go. Look at this paper. My theory is, now this is just my theory, you know, everybody be out there throwing their theories. This is my theory. All right. Since everybody wants to be conspiracy theorists out there, let's throw out this conspiracy theory and see how they sit on this one. I don't know. People get butt hurt when you talk about R. Kelly out here. It's okay. I understand. You're a stan. It's okay. So, mm, by the way, guys, I'm burning Miss Spliff in the background. My husband went away to Pennsylvania, so I'm alone. Yeah, he went to Pennsylvania. My daughter's with me. It's just me and the girl. The boys went away. That's all right. They deserve to go away. We need to be alone anyway. Have some girl bonding time and stuff. So, this came out of the Northern District of Illinois, and it is the United States of America versus Robert Sylvester Kelly and Daryl McDavid. So, this is a joint motion to compel FCI Butner to allow visitation. Come now, Daryl McDavid and Robert Kelly, by and through counsel, Bo B. Brinley and Jennifer Bon Jean, and hereby move this honorable court compel FCI Butner to allow Mr. McDavid to visit Mr. Kelly. In support of their motion, Mr. Kelly and McDavid provide as follows. Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly were co defendants in the above captioned matter, and both were acquitted on each count in which they were jointly charged. Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly have remained have maintained a long-standing friendship and business relationship spanning decades before Mr. Kelly's incarceration. And the two sought to arrange Mr. McDavid's visitation at FCI Butner, the correctional facility at which Mr. Kelly is presently housed. Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly followed the procedural requirements for requesting that Mr. McDavid be added to Mr. Kelly's visitor list as a regular visitor and submitted Form BPA 0629 as required. Yet, FCI Butner declined the request, offering the reason that Mr. McDavid was a co defendant in Mr. Kelly's criminal trial in this court. FC Butner's denial of visitation was inconsistent with Bureau of Prisons regulations and policies, patently unreasonable, and advanced no legitimate penological penological interest. Now, in number one, in the footnote over here, it talks about offering the reason that Mr. McDavid was a co-defendant in Mr. Kelly's criminal trial in this court. Okay, and it says that the warden's reason for denial was provided to Mr. McDavid by Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly also indicated that the warden had listed allegations that Mr. McDavid had stolen from Mr. Kelly. You hear that, guys? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Now hold up. Sip that little tea for a minute. Wait. The warden's reason, guys, for denial was provided to Mr. McDavid by Mr. Kelly. You heard that? Sip tea, sip some tea. Mr. Kelly also indicated that the warden had listed allegations that Mr. McDavid had stolen from Mr. Kelly. Such allegations were never made during the trial, and no evidence was presented to support such allegations in any event. Mm, strange. But they're besties, yo. Besties. So, accordingly, Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly respectfully request that this honorable court compel FCI Butner to add Mr. McDavid to Mr. Kelly's visitor list and allow Mr. McDavid to visit Mr. Kelly. Title 28 Code of Federal Regulations, Part 540, Subpart D, sets out the Bureau of Prisons' general policy for inmate visitation. Section 54040 makes clear that the Bureau of Prisons encourages visiting by family, friends, and community groups to maintain the morale of the inmate and to develop closer relationships between the inmate and family members and others in the community. Now, 28 CFR 54040, the regulation goes on to impose mandatory requirements on the procedures implemented to permit visitation. The warden shall develop procedures consistent with this rule to permit inmate visiting. The regulation also provides substantive predicates limiting the warden's discretion to restrict visitation. The warden may restrict inmate visiting when necessary to ensure the security and good order of the institution. Regulation 54044 deals with regular visitors and directs prison staff to compile a visiting list for inmates who desire regular visits. So the regulation provides that the visiting privilege ordinarily will be extended to friends and associates having an established relationship with the inmate prior to confinement. Unless such visits could reasonably create a threat to the security and good order of the institution, the Bureau of Prisons program statement regarding visiting regulations applies the same restrictions on denial of visitation. And then it says the footnote number 2 that if the background information reveals that visitation privilege for the individual would present security concerns or disrupt the orderly running of the institution, the warden may deny visiting privileges. So, Federal Bureau of Prisons Program Statement number 5267.09 and Visiting Regulations 2015 at 14B. Okay, that's the policy and stuff. The complex supplement for FCI Butner sets forth the local procedures implementing the BOP's visitation policies and echoes similar sentiments to those articulated in the regulations. So the purpose of the supplement is to encourage visiting by family, friends, and community groups to maintain the morale of the inmate and to develop closer relationships between the inmate and family members of or others in the community. Hold on, my cats are over there fighting. Y'all two better stop it. Sorry, guys. They're bugging out over here. The complex supplement. Okay, but I'm sorry, where was I? Okay, complex supplement at one, parroting the regulatory language. The supplement provides that visiting privileges will ordinarily be extended to friends and associates having an established relationship prior to incarceration, unless such visits could reasonably create a threat to the security and good order of the institution. So the supplement describes the same restriction on denying visitation in the disapproving visitors section. If information reveals that visitation privileges for a visitor would present security concerns or disrupt the orderly running of the institution, the warden may deny visiting privileges. So, in other words, the warden said what he said because R. Kelly said what he said. And he's like, okay, well, you know what? He can't visit because what if they get into an argument? We can't have that crazy shit up in here. He gonna be disrupting people up in here, up in here. So this is what's going on now. Brindley and Bonjean are now teaming up because they're saying that they're good friends. Even though he said what he said and things happen, that was the past, but they've been friends for a long time. All right, my theory is he's trying to talk to R. Kelly and give R. Kelly information about his money. I am here to tell you, I don't know, that's just a theory. I'm telling you, it's just a theory. This is not fact. This is just something that I'm concocting in my brain. You know, I'm doing a little bit of what the other side does. Conspiracy theories, making up shit in their head, saying, oh, look, I got a light bulb. Look, this is what happened. Look, I got a light bulb. This is what it is. Look, I got another light bulb because, So there's my light bulb. Ding, 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 ding. So FCI Butner's patently unreasonable and capricious denial of visitation violated the due process rights of Mr. Kelly and Mr. McDavid. Some courts have found that prison visitation may be protected by the First Amendment right of association. And then he cites a bunch of case laws. And then, let me see. All right, so now it says looks past. Okay, let me go back. Even if one looks past the First Amendment implications, the BOP regulations and policies create a liberty interest in visitation both within the inmate and the classes of visitors described therein. The regulations indicate that the BOP encourages visitation, once again, by friends and uses explicitly mandatory language in directing that the warden shall develop procedures consistent with this rule to permit inmate visiting. Then it talks about that 28 CFR 54040. The regulation then provides specific substantive predicates to limit the warden's discretion in denying visitation. The warden may restrict inmate visiting when necessary to ensure the security and good order of the institution. Again, this is sufficient to create a liberty interest in an inmate and in those wishing to visit an inmate. And then it cites a case law that happened back in 1989 that recites the use of explicitly mandatory language in connection with the establishment of the specified substantive predicates to limit discretion forces a conclusion that the state has created a liberty interest. This arbitrary and unreasonable denial of visitation violated the rights of both Mr. Kelly and Mr. McDavid. While nobody disputes that prison administrators are afforded wide difference, wide deference in running the penal institutions, this does not mean that it is appropriate for courts to defer completely to prison administrators. This court has held, now it cites a case law and it talks about how this court has held that restrictions on an inmate's visitation privileges cannot be imposed arbitrarily or discriminatorily. Okay. But FCI Butner did just that in denying Mr. McDavid's visitation. At this court, as this court will recall, Mr. McDavid was found not guilty on all counts charged against him after trial, amplifying to the unreasonableness of the denial. Mr. Kelly was himself acquitted of the very same counts. There were no convictions on the counts in which Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly were charged together. Indeed, the Constitution creates a right in all criminal defendants to have their guilty decided by a jury. Their guilt decided by a jury, not a prison warden. So it cites something from the Constitution. Amendment number 6 says that the jury in this case spoke and it found both Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly not guilty on all counts in which they were jointly charged. In light of the jury's determination that Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly both were not guilty of the charges alleged in counts 4 through 8 of the indictment, FCI Butner's determination is patently unreasonable, capricious, and inconsistent with the directives and policies of the federal regulations. Then he says, there is absolutely no risk, let alone a reasonable one, that a visitation by Mr. McDavid would create a threat to the security and good order of the FCI Butner. Mr. McDavid has no history of violence, and his visitation possesses no security concerns. Furthermore, there is nothing whatsoever to indicate visitation by Mr. McDavid would disrupt the orderly running of the institution. He is a citizen who has been fully exonerated, I guess he meant fully exonerated of the charges brought against him, and that exoneration means something. There is absolutely no legitimate penological reason for FCI Butner to refuse the visitation of Mr. Kelly's decades-long friend and associate. Instead, the refusal of Mr. McDavid's visitation serves solely to punish Mr. Kelly and Mr. McDavid for charges on which they were both acquitted. FCI Butner's denial of visitation was thus capricious and patently unreasonable, and this honorable court should require the warden to adhere to the BOP regulations and policy and allow Mr. McDavid's visitation. Wherefore, Mr. McDavid and Mr. Kelly asked this honorable court issue an order compelling FCI Butner to place Mr. McDavid on Mr. Kelly's visitor list and allow Mr. McDavid visitation. Wow, that's crazy. I cannot. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Bo B. Brinley, an attorney for Daryl McDavid. Respectfully submitted as well by Jennifer Bonjean, an attorney for Robert Kelly. The end. So, ain't that some shit? Let me say what's up to everybody else who jumped into this chat. Let's see what's going on. What y'all got to say? What y'all got to say? All right, where was that? Bev! What's up, Bev? What's up, mamita? Hey. Okay. Les Smith says, yeah, Daryl I guess to keep him, Daryl wants him to keep his mouth shut. Hey, Kat, what's up, my love? Okay, let's see. Okay. Hey, to hell. What's up, mamita? Listen, girl. I love you. Listen, I saw you on Angie's this morning. I was watching that shit. Girl. Mm, mm, mm. That girl, Audrea, whatever her name is. Sorry for chopping it up, but mamita, you need help, mommy. Like, really. Mm. And her trying to get slick with Larry was that shit irritated the shit out of me. I was yelling at the girl from the screen. Like, I was right there with Angie. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was like, yo, bitch, you owe me a Coke. Because we said the same thing at the same time. Like, and what about your shit? Let's talk about your shit. ¿Y qué pasó? And what happened with you, baby girl? Then you come over here talking about que you was arrested and locked up and que rights for prisoners. You know, I'm and que that she has the same issues as R. Kelly. No, you don't. Sit down, girl. You would have been a victim. You would have been the same. You would have had the same issues, and you would have been surviving R. Kelly. Okay, right? Because everything you said was more or less of a pattern of a young, naive child who didn't have the right guidance in life and went out there looking, for life in a world that she didn't know of, and ran across a predator who took advantage of you, mamita. Like, whoa, I was like, oh my God, am I hearing this right? Is this really happening? What? I was like, oh my God, Lord of mercy. Oh my God, Lord of mercy. I'm going to pray for you, mommy. You know, I just hope you learned your lessons, and now you're in your late 20s, 30s, whatever it may be, right? Middle 30s, late 20s, whatever. Um, I wish you well, honey. I wish you well. And it's good that you had no kids with him. None. Thank the Lord. Amen. That's just like the guy that I was with before I met David, my ex fiance. We were engaged to be married. We were engaged for like 2 years before we split up. And we were together for 10 and a half years. Um, he was a Virgo, and he was verbally and emotionally and mentally um, abusive. And towards the end, he got a little physical. It wasn't nothing where, he beat me up or anything like that. He did scratch my back because he had them bitch ass nails, because he was a bitch. And so he gripped me, he grabbed me. That I was, he thought that I was sleeping with my best friend. Like, what? You fucking bucket. But in reality, he was cheating on me. So he had his, now, at that time, we were both hustling. All right. He did his thing, I did my thing. And we used to do our thing in different sections of the neighborhood, right? So one night, I was at my girl's crib and I was doing my thing from her crib. And he came over. I didn't answer. I was in the bathroom. I didn't bring my phone with me. I left my phone in her room and I walked to the bathroom. I used the bathroom, came back. I called him because she was like, your phone rang, whatever. And I was like, oops. I looked at it. It was him, whatever. Called him back. He ain't answer. So I'm like, all right, I hate when he fucking does that stupid shit. Like, you just called me like 2 seconds ago. Fuck. So all of a sudden, um, my peoples come down and they're like, yo, this dude is looking for you. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, looking for me? What? You know where the fuck I'm at? I'm right here. What do you mean looking for me? Da, da, blah, 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 blah. All right. So next thing you know, he comes, he drives to the car, he comes to the window and he's like, yo, open the fucking door. And I'm like, what? Why he coming with attitude for? What the fuck is his problem? So, so I asked, my girlfriend if she could let him in, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I ain't no doubt, whatever. She goes, open the door, lets him in. He starts to argue with me in front of her. Like, I don't remember. He asked about why I answered my phone. I was like, I was in the bathroom. My shit was over here. I was like, why? Like, da 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 da. Um, I'm gonna go and do this and do that and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, so go do your thing. I'm gonna be here. Like, what you tripping about? So then he goes out and then he tells me to come out. So I come out and he started tripping, talking about, oh, you're gonna stay here. Da 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 da. What is it? You and her fucking blah blah blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, nigga, you bugging. What the hell are you talking about? You is tripping. You are tripping. So he got so pissed off. He was like, fucking lying to me, fucking lying to me. I know you are. I know you are. And I'm like, what? You bugging. So he went and he grabbed me by my ribs and he dug his nails into me and he lifted me up off my feet and threw me up against the gate and was like, don't fucking play with me, don't fucking play with me. I was like, yo, get the fuck off me. What the fuck is wrong with you? Da 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 da. And he let me go. And he was like, I'm out, fuck you. And I was like, you know what? I felt like later for him to get into a fight with me so that he can have an excuse to go hang out with the other girl. Because we were living together, but at times he would go spend nights at his mother's house because he would help his mother with things. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm glad I'm out of that relationship. You know, he was very verbally abusive. It even went to a point that he made me feel like I was less of a woman. I told that nigga, you better give me my keys. He threw my keys in the middle of the street at this situation that happened, because he tried to say I was not a woman because I didn't get pregnant from him yet. What? Like, hold up. What? I'm not a woman because I ain't giving you no babies yet? What? And that broke my heart. That shit broke my heart because he knows how bad I wanted to have a baby with him. So it got to a point where I tried to um, get us to do a fertility thing. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me, well, in order for this to happen, he has to go get seen first, because 9 out of the 10 times it's the man who has the issue and not the woman. So I was like, all right. So we get him to a clinic, we do that. All right. And then after he gets his results, I come back to the doctor with his results, let them know what the results were. And then from there, he would let me know if it would be necessary to do the test. So I came to him and I spoke to him about it. He was all pumped. We were getting ready to do it. Then all of a sudden, things started falling apart, and he started spending more time at his mother's house. And then there was times where he wasn't answering the phone. There was another time he made an excuse that his car broke down in the middle of the street in the highway, and get all this shit and all this shit. And I was like, you know what? I think that day that his car broke down, I think that day I told him, I said, I prayed to God and I asked for the Lord to give me a sign that you were with her, that you're with this other girl. And he's like, what you mean? What you mean? I'm like, that's why your car broke down in the middle of the highway. Why? Because you in the car with her, and you're not supposed to be in the car with her. He was like, no, you, oh. He got all defensive and started wilding out. I was like, damn, I must be speaking the truth because Chacho. Mm. But like I said, that man was, he made me feel like less of a woman when he said that to me. And I was like, how dare you? How fucking dare you? Get the fuck out my house. You feel that way, motherfucker? Give me my fucking keys, bitch. And he threw them in the middle of the street. Go get them. Yeah, go get them. That was, we started going through a lot towards the end. We sure did, and it got to a point where I had he used to drive by my block. We had split up, and he used to drive up and down the block, up and down the block, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, stop coming on my block. Like, don't nobody call you for nothing on my block. Why you keep passing up my block? So one day he calls me and he's like, yo, if you ever need anything, you can call me, right? What? You with your girl passing up and down the block, up and down the block. Now, here's the kicker about the girl. The girl was 17 years old. She was 17. She is not legal age of consent. But let me tell you a little story behind that girl. That girl, she became a prostitute on Hunts Point. at the age of 14. Okay. And at the age of 16, 2 years later, she came to Brooklyn, to Park Slope, where I was born and raised, and met some family out there. And she decided to, like, they kind of like adopted her in a sense. You know what I mean? Now, she's in a foster care. She was in a group home. Okay, she wound up being in a group home at this point. So now she's in a group home. She's with these new people who decided to adopt her in a sense, you know. And by the time she was 17, about to be 18, she went into a living program, you know, where they helped her get an apartment, and uh they help her with school if she needs a car, you know, like they do this stuff, you know. The government helps her out with that. So now at this point, before she went into this living, she started seeing my ex. So she was 17 at this time. And my ex, brace yourself, guys. Brace your fucking self, guys. He was 37 years old. She was 17 and he was 37 years old. Now, I had a feeling that he was messing with someone, but I didn't know at the time that he was messing with this 17-year-old little girl. I found out after she had a birthday and she was 18. You want to know why? Because, oh, hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys. That was my husband. He finally made it to PA. He's safe and sound. The boys are good. Thank God. Now they're on the road to go to the store. So, as I was saying, he was 37, she was 17. And So how I have found out was because he went to get into a fight with some dude where he lived at in Park Slope, another street. He was like, his mother lived a few blocks from me and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can't believe I'm telling this story. So, see, Audrea, you inspired me to tell a story. You inspired me to tell a story. You see? Just like watching Surviving R. Kelly inspired me to come out and realize that I was abused, that I was a victim. You know? That's what Surviving R. Kelly did for me. That's when I decided to come out here and learn more about this case and learn more about my own abuse. No, I didn't get the help I needed. I didn't. Because remember, I didn't tell my family. Nobody knew what was happening to me. They only knew about one incident. And that one incident, nothing happened to that person. Except for a year later, they died and croaked. And I was like, hallelujah, the Lord took care of that. I didn't have to do anything. The Lord knew he was a bad man. Hey, everybody. What's up, Moni? What's up, Moni? What's up, Moni Mo? What's up, baby? Welcome, welcome again. So, I don't know what you guys are saying. Anything else? Let me see. I mean, okay, these are just showing each other love. So, Leslie says she was right telling Audrea that she hadn't learned anything after telling that long outdrawn story about how she went to prison. Right, right. She was 42. Okay, that's what it was. 42. I don't remember what it was. Um, well, Skylife was right, telling her that she didn't value herself enough. It's true. When you have certain type of insecurities or you don't value yourself enough, you will fall into that naiveness of falling into a man's trap, man. That's what she was trying to tell her. Like she definitely could have been a victim of R. Kelly's. Sky did tell her that. Sky told her that. You could have been one of them girls R. Kelly was with. She wasn't lying. A lot of those girls were vulnerable. They were young. They were naive. Some of them were sheltered. Some of them were runaways. Some of them were out in the street because they had no guidance. That's what it was. And then they met him at concerts. And what would happen there? They would sneak out, lie to their parents, and go see him and do things that teenagers do. That's what the fuck it is. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly is the one who sought these girls out. He was the predator looking for the prey. He was the pimp looking for his own personal prostitutes, his own sex slaves. He didn't mind paying them, whatever he paid them, and if he paid them at all. To tell you the truth. Like, I really want to know. I want to know. Like, I want to try to see if maybe I could hook up with one of these girls. Because according to JoJo, Kelly didn't really do much except for give them a couple of $100s. You're welcome, Mama. And thank you, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Those girls went through those types of experiences with him. He kept them dangling around because he showed them that he could do more for them than their family can. He led them to believe something that wasn't ever going to come true for them. The only one he made a star was what? Aaliyah. And after that, he said, I ain't doing that shit no more. He was just going to string girls along and persuade them, induce and entice them. Yes, R. Kelly is a hepaphile. Yes, he is an ebophile. Yes, he is both. He likes little girls, adolescents. Okay? That's what a teenager is, an adolescent. Now, an ebophile is girls that are over the age, they're adults. Yes, but they're still teenagers. Remember that. 18, 19. What comes after that? 19, teen. 18. They're still teenagers. But by law, they're adults. Because they can do certain things that adults can do. The only thing they can't do is drink. But they can go into a bar and they could go into a club and they could fucking hang out. Okay? And every now and again in the club, your homie slips you a drink because you're hanging out with your peoples that's 21. And thank you for the cash app, whoever that was. So yes, teenagers are teenagers. So 17, 18, 19 are teenagers. And an ebophile likes teenagers in that age range. So yeah, R. Kelly is labeled in the psychological world, according to clinical psychologists, he is this. Okay? And a hepaphile, he's that too. Why? Because, let me see. Did he not groom Aaliyah at the age of 12 and 13? And then had oral sex with her at 13. What the fuck you think a hepaphile is? A man that likes girls who are 13 and up. What the fuck you fucking talking about? Fucking conspiracy theorists. Shut the fuck up. Don't fucking come out here spinning shit. Okay? Gift the gab. Shut the fuck up. People out here ain't that fucking stupid. All right? People could do their own fucking research and look it up. I'm tired of people putting their fucking spin and making excuses for this poor excuse of a man. He's a piece of shit at the end of the day. Look at all these grimy motherfuckers on YouTube he reaching out to. The fuck out of here. He likes to hang around criminals. Because he is one. I mean, how many of us have watched his concerts and he's pointing, singing and pointing to girls? What do you think he was fucking doing when he was doing that? His bodyguard, is watching his moves from the stage, like, oh, okay, pointed over there. He must be talking to this girl. And then he's like, waves his finger to indicate, yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her. That's the one right there. Yup, that's her. So don't fucking tell me he ain't out here being a fucking predator looking for girls. Because that's what he used his enterprise for. He figured out a way to get all the ladies by being this sex symbol that the industry wanted him to be, because that's what he said, right? Before he became a star, he was already hypersexual because he was abused. So that excuse of the industry, moguls, the higher ups, telling him you need to be sexual, keep that going. Yeah, keep that going. I remember an interview where you were saying they told me I needed to change my songs, so I decided to go another way, and I made gospel, and I wish, and I believe I could fly, and all these things because I needed to change my ways, so that the peoples wouldn't look at me as I'm some fucking predator, because I know I am a predator, but I got to clean my image, and I got people carrying my porn around, and, I got to clean my image, and, I got mad settlements I'm paying out because I got to clean my image. Fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. You fucking bunch of fucking flying monkeys, because that's what the fuck you are. Crawling around here like a fucking bunch of flying monkeys. And R. Kelly's like, fly, bitch, fly. And you're like, all fucking giddy. The fuck? Stop it already. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And talking about how a victim is trisexual. Huh? Oh, what? And that means that I have a man, and that means if I've done this, that means my man's not satisfying me? What the fuck? Huh? I'm fucking confused. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Thank you for the super chat, ladies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, what are we talking about? What? Killer! Killer! Rocking with the truth! What's up, baby? James! What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Right. Hashtag Chomo. Because he get fucking the fuck. Yo, people be bugging out here on these streets. So because of the fact that I have been a bisexual girl since I was, I think I was 17 or 16 when I had my first experience. Or was I 18? No, wait. No. I was 17 when I had my first experience with the girl. But I've always liked, R. Kelly had a preference for young girls. I had a preference to like girls, and I had a preference to like boys. See how that works? That's just because I'm just happy. I'm gay. What the fuck you want me to do? I couldn't help myself. I'm gay, and I'm happy, and I'm proud. And, because of my experiences, the things that I went through, the way I was violated as a child, all the way from 9 to 14, that by the time I became 16, 17, 18, I was experienced with sex. I was hypersexual. At one point, I felt like a fucking nympho. Okay? This happens to people. This happens to people. You see how it happened to R. Kelly? how he was violated as a child from pretty much almost the same age I was. We both had the same experience of being abused. Right? So, why is it that I was abused, but I didn't become an abuser? I didn't stalk people and prey on them and do these things. No, he did, but I didn't. And I was abused. That's not an experience for everybody. Why? What happened, Leslie? She said, Ziba, you know he has been convicted twice, and the supporters still think he's coming home because he shouldn't be there. Right, he shouldn't be there because he was a player. Right, 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 right. Because he was a player. Right, and because his girlfriends got into a fight, and because his girlfriend found out about the emails, some lovey-dovey emails, the lovey-dovey emails back and forth with my girlfriend. And that's why I'm in jail. Boy, you don't sit the fuck down and shut up. I can't. Mm, 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 mm. Damn shame. It's a damn shame, y'all. Damn shame. And like I said, so me being bisexual and me uh as a mature woman with a mature man who I've been with for almost 17 years now. If me and him felt like swinging tonight, then we can fucking swing. You want to know why? Because I'm almost 50 years old. And you want to know why? Because I have a lot of experience and I could handle that shit. I won't get jealous. I ain't that type of bitch. I've had my experiences because of my abuse. I can handle that. How about that? And if me and my husband felt like throwing in a chick because my pussy wants some, then that's what the fuck it is. And if you don't fucking like it, oh fucking well. It's not my problem that you can't have two pussies in the same bed with you. And then later on, one could go home and the other one stays there. That's not my problem that you're lonely. That's not my problem. Eso no es mi problema, bro. Eso no es mi problema. Okay? That's not my problem, bro. Eso no es mi problema. I don't have those issues. I'm sorry. I'm a good bitch. Okay? Satisfy my husband and he satisfies me. And like I said, if every once in a while, if anything ever wants to bounce off, then pop off, that's what it's going to be. That shit don't happen in my life every day. The fuck, you fucking stupid? Are you fucking retarded? What? You don't know shit about me, nigga. Don't try to act like you do. Please, 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 please do me that favor, all right? Word up. Don't be mad. Don't be mad because uh my husband can work two women at one time and satisfy the both of them at the same damn time. That's a real man right there. Sorry for you, Charlie. let me let me spark up my motherfucking spliff. Okay. Okay. Choke on some dicks. Because this Puerto Rican bitch right here is happy as a motherfucker. Satisfied every motherfucking time. for many years now, and many more years to come. Okay. I'm still flexible. How about that? How about that? You know, people have to understand that abuse does things to people. And when you are an abuser from being a victim to an abuser, you have a problem. You have a problem. And your boy has a problem. That's why he's in jail. And he ain't getting out till 2045. Mark the calendar. Because I said it. 2045. Because the government said that's when he coming home. And mark your calendar. Okay? That's not soon. That's a long, long way to go. We got like another 2 decades and some change. How about that? And my son would never, ever be caught in that situation because my son will have respect for women. He's still a baby. And he knows what it is because I've told him. He hears what I talk about and he comprehends what I'm talking about. My son would never be offended. No means no. And he understands that perfectly fucking fine. No means no. Never will my son ever put a woman backed up against the wall because he's fucking horny. Never. Hey, Miss Me, Miss Mo, what's up, baby? I just put it down. I have a date at 8 in the morning. Okay, okay, Robin! Have fun, my love. Get that, lady. Get it. Miss Me, Miss Mo, what's up, mommy? ¿Cómo está? What's up, baby? Yeah, I'm a relight my split just for you. Like these people are out here being crazy. The range, motherfuckers, lying, lying. Everybody out here in this Kel sector on the R. Kelly side, all of them are liars, pants on fires. And Kaleidoscope. Yo, that shit was funny, Kaleidoscope. Good one. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one, girl. That was a good one. You had me cracking the fuck up. I was rolling out my seat, girl. That was some shit. I don't know. It's like, you know, some people are calling for me. They're calling. They're like, Diva! Bitch! We want to hear you curse me out in Spanish. That's what it is. Curse me out. They want me to curse them out in Spanish. So, like I said, R. Kelly is in jail for violating women and boys for many, many decades. And he used his fame and fortune to get what he wanted. Because he's a narc, and narcissists have a supply and demand. And that's exactly what he needed. People to make sure that they can supply what he demands. Girl, I don't know, Miss Mo. It's Mija. This sector drives me fucking crazy. How about that? Hey, Carl. What's up, chulo? ¿Cómo estás, papito? How you doing tonight? Yes, I'm over here. I read up some paperwork on R. Kelly because he wants some special visitations. He wants his boy that he was a co-defendant with to come and sit with him in jail and hang out with him and shit, give him hugs and shit and kisses, and then tell him where all the money is so he could get his money on the low. I bet. That's just my opinion on that part. But he wants visitation. That's what that's about. So we spoke about that. Yeah, and the warden was like, no, he can't see you because Mr. Kelly told me that he stole money from him, and that's gonna cause a problem. And I don't think they should be friends. I'm just I'm just paraphrasing in my own little words. You chillaxing, popping me too. I'm smoking my spliff too. I'm smoking my spliff too. So now I'm chillaxing. I was just telling a little story because people out here think they know me and shit. You know. So they want to say things, to victims, because we're not real victims. I'm not a real victim because I'm not out here advocating for all victims and shit. You know, like I said, R. Kelly taught me a lesson in life that I didn't even realize happened to me. So thank you, surviving R. Kelly, and thank you to all the survivors of R. Kelly. And thank you to Lifetime for opening up my eyes and realizing that I was abused. I appreciate the awareness because that's exactly what surviving R. Kelly was meant to do. Bring awareness to his situation. Bring awareness to this happening to girls all over the world. Bringing awareness that, what? Superstars are people too. And you know what? They can go down like people too. So this shit of ¿qué dice? What was it that fucking R. Kelly said? There's a constitution for stars and then there's a constitution for regular people. Well, I guess he's getting the regular people treatment. Is this why he mad? I'm confused about that. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a constitution for the stars mean? What the fuck does that mean? What somebody help me. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link of the thing. Somebody want to come up here and talk to me? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's start a conversation. I'm feeling nice. My husband's gone. I'm missing him. So what's going on? We talk about this all the time. Y'all already know. I'm dropping the thing and the thing. I'm dropping the thing and the thing. A lot of releases did happen during COVID. Yes, they did. They did. But you know what? Remember, R. Kelly was a threat to the community because it didn't matter. He could have anybody bring a girl over to him and they won't know that that girl went over to him. You know what I mean? Because R. Kelly just that slick. He's just that slick. Has Levi said his thoughts on the newest documents? Um, no, not yet. I don't know if Miss Angie's gonna go live later or something to where he gonna come out. Right, please send her the link so she can. I'm pretty sure she knows who I am too because if she knows Larry, she know me. She has to. She has to because I have the birth certificate she wants to look at. I have the marriage license she wants to look at. I was looking through some transcripts. I'm gonna, oh God, hold up. This is, people are retarded, real retarded. So, there's a lot of things, you know. Um, Remember that while traveling on tour in 1992 or 1993 with the defendant at a tour stop in Washington, D.C., The defendant became angry with Angela and Aaliyah and her friends because they disobeyed his instructions to stay at the hotel. And the defendant approached the group of girls, including Aaliyah. You hear me? You hear me, Audrea? Aaliyah and her friends. Angela and Aaliyah and her friends. The defendant became angry with them because they disobeyed his instructions to stay at the hotel. And then the defendant approached the girls, including Aaliyah, and said to them, they have to put out that night. And do you know what put out means? That means that she had to pay her dues. R. Kelly said, it's time to pay your dues. So when the defendant tells you, you have to pay your dues, that means he wants to have sexual contact or sexual intercourse with you. Okay? And yes, Aaliyah avoided it that day, but the pattern was there. And Aaliyah's legs were up in the air, guys, on the tour bus. And R. Kelly was giving her oral sex. And she was 13 or 14 years old. So what does that mean? That she was 13 or 14 years old. That means R. Kelly is a hebephile. Hebephile, however the hell you want to say it. How about that? Wow. Look at that. Let me see. And how old was Angela? Oh, 14 or 15 years old. Right. That looks like a hebephile to me. I don't know. Does that look like a hebephile to you guys? Right. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. That's a hebephile. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. And Aaliyah was just 15 years old when he married her, and he was 27. Wow, that's a lot of years difference. Mm-hmm. He was a hebephile. So in other words, he's a hepaphiliac. He's into the he's a paraphiliac is what they call it. He's into a lot of things into the philia world, like coprophilia, But he uses it as punishment, not in the sense of, oh wait, he uses it for punishment, gets off on punishing the girls. Remember that R. Kelly's over there telling you to walk back and forth and call yourself a dumb slut. And then later on, I want you to smear bodily fluids and feces on yourself. And while you're doing this, I got my dick in my hands and I'm jerking off. This is getting me excited. Watching you be humiliated on camera because I love you and you're my girlfriend. Right. Ha ha ha. You fucking people are sick in the head. That's all I have to say. I was trying to find Kella, hit that link real quick, because I know you gotta, I know you know, I know you have to know. If you can't hit the link, whatever, just answer me in the chat. But I need to know. Do you remember when Thomas Farinella had admitted that Aaliyah and R. Kelly had a relationship, a sexual relationship? Do you remember that? Was it in the pre-trial conference? I don't remember if it was there or if it was at the trial, in the opening statements, or I don't even remember, because I'm trying to look for it and I don't remember where it is. Any help? Help me. Mm-hmm. Rama said I'm talking about state hospital patients. Cousin said they were teenage adults. Right. Right. I mean, in a sense, I get what he's saying. Listen, I get what he's saying. They were teenage adults, 18, 19. Those are teenage adults. There were some that were teenage adults. Others were teenagers. They were adolescents. Okay? They were children. Can you understand that? Can you get that? Like, I'm fucking confused. Don't you people have children yourself? So when you talk to your friend and you say, yeah, I would like you to meet my children. And you're like, oh, yeah, sure. Yes, of course. Okay, well, here. This is my son, Davon, and he's 13. And this is my daughter, Alyssa, and she's 15. These are my children. Aren't they beautiful? You don't say, oh, this is my teenager. This is my teenager. And this is my other teenager. You say, these are my children. Oh, you have beautiful children. God bless them. Not, oh, you have beautiful teenagers. God bless them. What the fuck? Kidding me? What? My daughter or my son could be 30 years old, and I will always call them my children because they're mine. I birthed them. They came from me. They came from my husband. They're our children. They will always be my babies. Even though they went through all their stages in life and they can be full grown goddamn adults, and I'm still going to worry about them, and I'm still going to think about them, and I'm still going to help them out because I'm their mother. They are my children. It was the pre-trial conference or the pre-trial. Right. I think I'm going to look at the pre-trial conference, Keller. I got to look at that. I can't with these people. Help me, Lord Jesus. This is why I'm still out here. People want me to stop talking and stop telling the truth about R. Kelly. That's why they be so mad. That's why they come over here upset, crying. Stop talking about R. Kelly and go get your abuser, you fucking stupid bitch. Oh, right? That's how they come over here. Like a fucking bunch of tarantarans. What? Right. In other words, his lawyer admitted to it, and something happened that the judge said some shit. I don't remember I can't remember all of it, but I remember that. I remember the scenario popping up. I remember the scenario popping up. I remember it. Que, who was it? It was Thomas Farinella, ¿verdad? It was Thomas. It was Thomas that he said they were talking. Something happened. They brought up Aaliyah. I don't remember what it was. Yo, grown little boy. What's up, Papa? Enjoy, baby. So, yeah, my daughter just came by with some food. So, um, I don't know. Like, I don't remember what it was. Yo, grown little boy, do you remember where it had to be the pre-trial? Was it pre-trial? Was it right before Demetrius Smith? Because like it couldn't be because I was looking and scanning Aaliyah, and everywhere her name was, it didn't pop out. So I don't know what other way or words I could use to search. Yeah, and I didn't like how uh Skylife kept interrupting grown little boy. He wanted to say something, and interject and kind of just put his little spin to it. Skylife was able to do it, but he wasn't. You know what I mean? Like that shit was rude for me. Mm. And Heffa was trying to act like she ain't know who Larry was. Like, and what did you get locked up for? And what did you? And how did you? And boop boop boo, boo boop boop. I was like, oh, girl, I want to. I'm like, yo, and what the fuck? And when Angie, yo, that shit was mad funny. I swear to God, she owes me a coke because she said it and I said it at the same time. Yo, that shit was funny. My husband was like, what the fuck? Why are you yelling? I was like, babe, this bitch is pissing me off. I want to slap her to the screen. Is she crazy? I smell. But I go through my emotions watching you crazy people out here. It's like, oh God, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. It's like I'm trying to keep the truth out there the best way I can. Like it's crazy. And these people are doing world tours, and I do a world tour, and Kaleidoscopes decides to want to tag somebody I decide to make a newfound friend of. Like, bitch, he don't want to hear your R. Kelly conspiracies. Trust me. He went through your page and he said, what? This bitch, I ain't. No. Who the fuck she thinks she is? He's like, who's this chick? And why she tagging me in all her R. Kelly shit? She think he innocent? No, I don't. And even more so now that I read some of the transcripts. So, donkey of the day. Donkey of the fucking day. Thank you. That's like when he was grown little boy, yo, I give you love. You are special out here, my love. They love you, Papi. They love you. Okay? It's oh God. But you know what, Pa? You did your shit. You did that shit. You came, you brought it to the people, you let the world know. As much as you stretched your wings, you let people know the truth about R. Kelly. And it's a shame that we all had to go through what we went through with, the family, especially you, because you were there right besides them, you know. And I still think that it's fucked up how we were all left out of the loop and that man, uh, how do you call that? He buffaleed us. Okay. It's fucked up that the situation is the way it is. And now we know a lot more than we did when we first stepped into this fight. And you know what? We did the right thing at the end of the day by separating, you know, because, like I said, some of these parents out here too weren't all that, okay? They were just as much as a piece of crap as R. Kelly, some even worse. But we're not going to get into all that because the parents are not on trial. It's R. Kelly who was on trial for abusing their daughters. So that's just what it is, you know? And it's a shame that these girls were being buffaleed by R. Kelly. The gaslighting he did. He would make them think they were crazy, walking on eggshells, not knowing, which way to go, which way to turn. And he's just grooming them and gaslighting them. I love you and this and that. Don't leave me and all of. Come on, man. That's like that guy Audrea was talking about. I'm pretty sure he gaslighted her, lied to her, and she was like, "Okay, honey, I love you. Bye. I trust you with all my heart and soul, cause you're the best." And he was like, "Yeah, babe, I love you. I'll see you later. Okay, yeah, bye." Next thing you know, he's over here laying down with a bitch making a baby. What? And she felt like he loved her more than any of the other girls because he kept going back to her. So she felt like, oh, this is just a phase. This is just a phase. This is just a phase. But he's popping babies with them. Like, huh? No. That's not a phase. That's a fucking low life motherfucker. And you need to get out of there. You got no kids with him. Thank the Lord Jesus. The Lord knew what he was doing. The same with me, with my ex. He made me feel a certain kind of way. But you know what happened at the end of the day? We broke up. 5 months later, I met David, started dating David. 3 months later, 4 months later, I got pregnant and I had a child with David. And me and David have been with each other 17 years. I ain't never go back. I ain't want to go back. God told me as soon as I found out I was pregnant, the Lord told me right then and there, this is the man for you. That man you were with was not meant for you. That's why I didn't give you the opportunity to bear a child with that man because he was not meant for you. So, Audrea, take that as a sign that that man was not for you. And good riddance, and thank the Lord Jesus that you're not with that man. And I hope and pray that you're not with that man. That's right. Grown little boy did that shit. Robert Keller did that shit. Atmos did that shit. Those three men right there at that point in time did that shit. And now Fat Boy is doing that shit too. So we got some strong men on our team. We're a team full of women, but we got a little handful of men. And I wish more men would grasp to us. And, now we got Carl. Carl, where you at, Carl? You still in the chat? We got Carl and we got Trey. My Trey 19 pushes right now. you know? And we also got ears to the streets. Shout out to you, bro. That's what I was thinking too, Miss Mo. Sound like the bitch is still dealing with him. Like she's still protecting him. Like a victim does to her abuser. She sounded like she didn't even realize she's in an abusive relationship. She doesn't realize that she's running around with a narcissist. She doesn't see that. That's why she thinks R. Kelly's innocent. She's trauma bonded. It's a sad situation. She can't relate to R. Kelly, but she can relate to those women. She can relate to those women that he was with. She sure can. Because that's too much. Give me a second, guys. So it kind of sounded sometimes like she might. Okay, yeah. So I just like I said, I pray for that young lady, and I hope she's not dealing with him anymore. You know, because that young lady had issues like how you gonna go over there you unannounced but you letting them know that he needs to talk to her and tell her that you're not. Why are you trying to validate everything? Fuck that. Do what you have to do. Get an order protection, put it on that girl, and have her leave you the fuck alone. Simple as that. You want to be a hard head and go over there. So you know what? That's what happened. Like Sky and all of them said. You put yourself in that situation, Mamita. I didn't have to go there. You didn't have to go to jail because you didn't have to go there. That was just senseless, pointless, useless, and look what happened. Mm-mm-mm. So that's crazy. So that's the scenario, y'all. That's the scenario. So arguing it is like, and they're compelling, the two lawyers are compelling the judge, to put an order stating that he can go and visit him. So, I wanted to show y'all something. Hold on. There's this, I don't know if it was on Instagram. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me get into my Instagram. So I believe it was on Instagram. I just wanted to show y'all a video. something that I found to be I think that's where. Oh, okay, wait. How do I do this? Is this here? Um. I see what you're saying. Let me see if it's. Let me hold on, guys. Was it here? No, it was I think a TikTok video or something. Oh no, yeah, it had to be. It was probably TikTok for me. Let me go here. I might find it in here. Hold on, guys. Now, this video, this little clip that I'm going to show you guys has to do with. Let me see if I have it here. Was it here? I think it was. Let me go on mute for a second. Okay, guys. Do you see what it says on the screen? Can you guys see that, or should I make it bigger? Do it in a solo layout. Now, supposedly, this is supposed to be this scene here is a father um, dropping off his child with this woman so that the woman can stay with the child. Now, the mother doesn't want the child. It's crazy. And Miss Mo, that's crazy what you just said right now. Literally trying to defend himself as a sovereign citizen. I can't. Yo, these people are crazy. All right, it's a little blurry. Okay, sorry about that. Um, Now I'm gonna play it for you guys. Give me thumbs up in the chat and let me know that you guys can hear it, okay? All right. Let me go back.
Yeah, I mean, I hit drop off Junior.
No, we're not doing that. No, stay with your daddy.
What you mean? You need to see I got his back.
No, it's okay.
What you mean?
We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. No. Like, if I choose, I don't want to be with him. I didn't make that decision on my own. I didn't even make the decision. You tried to trap me.
What you mean I tried to trap you?
Yeah, don't forget that part.
Look, he's his mom.
I don't care.
I'm about to go out the country.
No, you will. Exactly. I'm gonna go to your daddy.
Where you want
Right.
to go? I'm going to Mommy?
Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy.
Exactly.
Look. For real, all jokes aside.
No, we're not doing this.
No, I'm saying though. I had him for the last 3 months.
You're not about to him.
You got the baby though.
Everything.
But you should be a first.
I didn't nut myself. Teach him how to be a better man.
What you mean a better man? I'm
Because
with my son every day for the last 3 months.
You wasn't a
No.
No, keep.
What you mean? What is you doing?
Now, all that she's doing in front of this child. Can you imagine what's going through this baby's mind? Like, he don't understand really what's going on, but he understands what's going on, but he doesn't understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure this baby is going to have this stuck in his mind where his mother doesn't want to be with him. That's crazy.
No. 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 Stay with your dad.
What you doing?
You for the last 3 months. She's like, if I can't have you, I don't want that kid. What? Something is seriously wrong with this. You are going to neglect the child that you birthed with this man because he doesn't want to be with you anymore, because he's moving on with his life, because apparently, according to here, this woman was addicted and she was on drugs.
Watching him, so
It's not about watching him. It's not like this is daycare. This is where
it's daycare.
Hey, look, I ain't about to sit a quarter.
Can you move your feet,
No,
please?
I'm not about to do that.
You don't gotta show me nothing. Show me what's in the pants.
You're not showing me what's in the what's in your pants, then I don't want to see nothing. What?
Hey, listen. I don't have Junior.
Show me something else. Show me something else.
Hey, come on, man. I'm married. I told you that.
Else.
You see that? She was trying to get into his pants, like go into his pants to feel up on him. He's like, yo, come on, show respect. You know I'm married now.
Respect that we was together.
Listen, we was together 2 years ago. I've been married for a whole year. You need to relax. Get your child.
Why?
Said, I don't even know if that's my kid or not. What? The fuck out of here.
For the last
how much that's my kid or not? What if it's your wife kid? Close the door.
You want drugs?
Watch out. Nah, watch out.
Hey, come on.
No, come out of here.
What you mean get him out of here? So child, fuck is wrong? I'm not gonna lie. You've been on some real weird.
Can you close the door and
get
get out? It doesn't
matter. Is filthy.
It doesn't matter.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you've been doing drugs.
Can you close the door?
I'm saying you just look what you just said.
No, I just need you. I need you.
I want to ask you.
I need you.
Listen, man.
I need you.
All the wrong shit
I need you.
I've been with my child,
baby.
We 3 months on and 3 months off.
Baby, I need you. Please. Ask your wife to take care of him.
That was on TikTok. I downloaded the video. I don't know how to share it. I think I could share it. I'll share it with you, Keller. I'll send it to you through Messenger. If I could share it from my Google, I'll send it to you. And she was recording. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I would not, me either, Miss Mo. If I was that child's father, I would not want to give that child back. I agree with you. I would not. For any reason. You're absolutely right, and I agree with you. She just wants the man. And she said, if I can't have you, I don't want that kid. That's your kid with your wife. You cheated on me, so that's your baby now. You can have that. I don't know if I birthed that baby. What? That's crazy. The mom needs professional help, but she needs help, counseling, all types of shit. But she needs very immature and deranged. That's why he was saying, what kind of drugs are you on? Like, are you on drugs? I guess that's why they titled it Drug Addicted Mother Didn't Want Her Child Anymore. Because he's like, are you on drugs? Are you on drugs? Like, what the fuck is that? That's crazy. Let me show you another one. All right. Hold on. It's gonna load. Let it load while it's loading. Like, that was just wow. I seen that and I was like, oh hell no. What the fuck? Now this one here, this scene here, and is with this woman, and she mistreats. Hold on. Wait, let me go back. Let me put it on mute for a second. Ah, man. Killer, killer. Now, in this little clip here, this man and this woman, I don't remember if they're married or they're together in a relationship, but she mistreats his children. And the shit she says, OMG, I don't know what's wrong with these women today. I don't know. I'd be very confused and lost with these women. What is going on in the world today with these women? Check this out.
Wait a minute. Where's you going?
I'm fucking gone, dog.
Why are you going?
You know where I'm going. I'm tired of you, man. You treat my fucking kid.
Before you left to go to work or set some no food out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're there with my kids. Why the fuck would you not feed them?
My kids.
Look how you fucking sound. I've been with you for fucking 3 years. 3 fucking years. My kids practically call you mommy. You can't feed them.
Excuse for not treating his children the same, like they're her own. They've been together in a relationship for 3 years. He buys her children gifts and food when he's with them. So he don't understand why is it that she can't do the same. She can't do the same. And she's like, well, because my baby daddy is an absentee and your baby mama around. So she could take care of the kids before you drop them off over here. Or if they want to eat, you got to bring food. What? Wow.
What the hell is doing me? Your kids have the active mother.
Listen, you acting funny with every.
Puzzle, what's up, baby? Who are you talking about? The girl on the screen? That's a video of some situation that was out there on TikTok. That I found to be kind of disturbing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what is wrong with these women today? Okay, wait. No, this was okay. No, What was that one? Oh, okay. Now there's another one that I wanted to show you guys. How this woman gets surprised. Hold on. This woman gets surprised, okay, by her husband. He decides to buy her a home, but she doesn't like the home. Now listen to the stuff that he's saying. Like, she's pouring her heart out to him, and she's just so ungrateful. It's ridiculous. I felt so bad for the guy. Yeah, that girl on the video, I don't know who she is, but yeah, she definitely needs to be checked. All right, let me see. This way. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys can see the video. My internet's acting up.
Nice for the family. You know, hold on, stay right there. I'm gonna come up with it. I got something for you. Yes, you gonna love it. You definitely gonna love it. You gonna love it. You gonna know what I'm saying. So I created this, and I got this.
Thank you, baby, for the super sticker. Sorry, guys. My internet kicked me out. No, it was my internet. My internet's wilding out, yo. Hold up. I'm going to end this live because this shit is starting to be tweaky. So let me just share this last little video with y'all, and then I'm going to end this live, okay? Like, I don't know what's going on. I think it's something going on in my neighborhood. Okay. Now let's see. Now, like I said, this is a video of a man surprising his wife and her being totally, totally ungrateful.
For us.
What you got?
Nice for the family. You know, hold on, stay right there. I'm gonna come up with it to you. You definitely gonna love it. You gonna love it. You gonna love it. Come on now. Yeah. I feel like right now we in a relationship where we can take to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Chris,
Hey, I'm excited.
you are? All right. Okay. You know, this is where we can start our family at. You know, be able to get the dog. You know,
I do. I want to know.
it's a surprise. Watch your step. Watch your step. Oh, there you go. There you go. You good.
Okay.
Yes, you know, we've been together for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just felt like we should take it to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? And you know, I bought us a house.
A house?
Yes.
Where?
Yeah, it's right here.
Right here?
Yes. Look, come around. Wait before you say anything. Just come around and look. We can raise our family here. Our kids have kids. Get the dog you always wanted. Like this is it. This is it.
How much you spent on this?
Which I spent a couple dollars.
What's a couple dollars?
What you mean?
This is a duplex.
No, the whole thing is for us. Like, look, come on now.
Who's us?
Me and you.
I'm not staying here.
What you mean you're not?
You talking about having kids? How we gonna have kids in this? This yard, it's not even in the yard. I don't know what this is. Like they can't play. It's true.
Something like that for me. We're just starting out. We've been together 2 years. He's looking to the future. He's not just some bum. He went and bought and purchased this home, put money on the home for them to build a future together, to one day maybe start a family. Small. You start small. How ungrateful is this bitch? Okay.
We don't even have a driveway. What kind of house don't have no driveway?
Look, it got steps and everything.
He's still not even. Who's supposed to be standing on this side?
Man, that's us. You can have your family if you want your cousin to come through.
Where you crazy?
Boy.
Getting no house.
Oh, for real?
I understand the condo.
Is acting up, guys? Can you hear me? Is acting up? Did it freeze? Oh, God. All right, listen. I'm going to end this live, y'all. My internet's acting up. Back. Let's see. Let's see what happens now.
You can sell it,
But
get your money back.
Well, come
I'm
on,
not
look,
saying.
wait. Hold up. See,
You like a crack house.
not. Come on now, you gonna be.
Sorry. I don't heard the side, but this is
Like,
the
clean
corner.
up real
The
good.
corner.
Listen, we got to start for somewhere. Man, don't be like that.
It ain't no started nowhere. You can every or something. You can sell it.
But look,
get your
look.
money back.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
saying.
wait, hold on. Huh? Talk about it like that. I come and handle my business.
But anyway, she was telling him, y'all hear me? You hear me now, guys? Sorry about that. My internet is wigging out. I'm about to end this live. But she was basically being really ungrateful. And he's like, what do you mean? She's like, this looks like a trap house. What the hell? This is not a backyard. There's the stairs. The stairs look ugly. This looks like, be grateful that that man did that for you, man. It's not only for you, it's for your future. You know, some women are just too much for me. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit old school, believe it or not, y'all. So, guys, do me a favor before you leave your girl Diva. Do me the favor, you already know, hit that like button, okay? On your way out. For those who are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you put it on all so you can get all my uploads and when I go live. Thank you, and share the video. And you know your girl Diva Divine Light is out. Peace.
You are watching Diva Divine Light.
You can fuck with me if these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the scoop, I can get them both. I don't want to choose, and I'm quick. Cut it in a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Now I gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody move. Now she say, gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. Cardi B, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. Just a party, I'm there, I get paid. I be in and out the game so much I